Now we got into this reunion. I am so sick and tired of watching mean girls just throw receipts, mud, dirt, whatever it is that they can come up with at one another. Now watching this reunion, I was just like, I'm exhausted as a viewer. I can only imagine. You can tell Andy is irritable and irritated, okay? Watching these women just like argue, not take accountability. The core of what this show is has crumbled, okay? And I don't know if they really can come back with the current cast, because it's like Giselle was just so nasty. But I gotta say, Candace is not any better at times, okay? Now kudos to her for bringing out these poster boards full color of the receipts. And as much as Giselle says that she knew about this conversation, the look on her face was showing me, girl, boo-boo, you did not know your friend was in a group chat with bloggers about you. You can play it up for the cameras, because once again, every season on these reunions, someone brings up something about Giselle that she really didn't know, okay? And she often tries to play like, oh, I knew that, I'm not surprised. You can keep lying to yourself. But as a viewer, I saw a look on your face when Candace brought them receipts out, okay? Not only that, but Giselle was just like mean. I don't know if she was irritable about not having her seat, but she just came off as like, I don't care anymore. From a perspective of the network allows me to get away with so much that I'm just going to sit up here and do whatever I want. And I don't know if anyone else can tell that that's what she was doing. Robin, the same thing. It comes off like they feel like we can't be hurt, the nepotism, the protection, so we're just going to get up here and collect the check and go home. And I think that contributed to why Robin was fired. Giselle, I don't really know if they'll ever really let her go. For some reason, her and Karen are the face. Karen, I get it. Giselle is just a lot of pretty. But what's behind that? Okay, what is behind that? But it just feels like during this first episode of the reunion, it was a lot of cattiness. And I'm like, Andy, you can't control this no more. The ship is sinking. It sunk a long time ago. They need to do a reboot, okay? And Ashley, watching her on the reunion, she didn't really say much. Nneka didn't say much either. It was good to see Wendy try and be the peacemaker and have Candace take accountability, because Andy was trying, but it wasn't working. But these women, it's time to let them go. It's time for a reboot. Some of these shows are not what we watch them for anymore. Some of them have become just like dumpster fires. Like, this is not why I love Potomac. This is not why I'm a Housewives fan, to watch women just spew hate towards one another. How much can I break you? Okay. Oh, that didn't work. Let me go lower. I thought we were in an environment at times where when they go low, we go high. No. When it comes to Potomac, when they go low, I'm going straight to hell. Okay. I don't care no more. And we see and we know that Candace has, decided to take a break. There's been some rumors allegedly that she might be pregnant, and the show caused a lot of stress. So I'm taking a time out while I'm pregnant to not have all these things get in the way. But it was just a lot of he said, she said. Nneka, I don't know why she's there. But Miss Mia is what I'm looking forward to in this next episode. I want to know about the connection between her and Ink. I want to know about Jeremiah. And I want to know, how was it that Gordon is in a place where he can say, oh, hi, Ink, from the background. He has fell into his place, his role. And it's interesting to see as their marriage evolves and kind of falls apart. Will they really get a divorce? Are they going to do the same thing Ashley is doing? Rubbing his feet every night. And what is Ashley's purpose now? Because now that she is pretty much back with Michael, he doesn't want to be on the show. So what parts of her personal life will we really see? Nothing. Okay? There's a lot of nothing going on. The only thing that they're doing is arguing and fighting. There's no richness. There's no, I want to know about these women. I want to be like them. I can relate to them. There's no relatability in some ways. Now, Mia, a lot of people can relate to that. And that's the one thing that this show has still going for itself. But it was tiring. It's exhausting to watch women be paid to fight and argue and have Andy be trying to get a word in, but nobody cares. See, some of the women feel like they run this show. That Andy is a puppet now. You're here, you're doing your thing, but really we can do whatever we want. Of course, someone's calling me. But let me know your thoughts about the reunion. It was taxing, it was exhausting. I need something different. I need them to go back to the drawing board, get some women who really want to show their lives, who are just about being connected. What really is Potomac in that area? Because this representation, I'm sure, is not what people want to see. And from a therapist, there's just so much trauma, so many mother wounds, so many dynamics that is unhealed, and you see it being spewed across the screen. A lot of these women don't have the best relationships with their mothers. So you're seeing a lot of their mother wounds come out, the dynamics, that unhealed hurt being thrown at each other. All this trauma. And it goes to show you how if you don't deal with your trauma will deal with you. You have to work through that mother wound. Mia, her mother. Giselle, we don't see too much about her mom. Candace and her relationship with her mom. And I want you guys to see how the core of why Wendy and some of these other women don't get along, that people don't pay attention to, is that Wendy does have a good relationship with her mother. And I think subconsciously, the women around don't. And so that's another thing that they pick apart and they use to weaponize. Because they have mother wounds that they're not dealing with. And you have to recognize how your unhealed hurt perpetuates and projects onto one another. And that's what we see, is that unhealed pain, that trauma. At one point, Candace and her mother were working on it, but I think the dynamic there is still not the best. But a lot of it's about unhealed pain, trauma, those dynamics. And until that is worked on, they're not only going to continue to have problems with one another, but other relationships in their lives, romantic partners, career decisions, because that mother wound has a grip, a chokehold. Okay, but these are just my little quick thoughts about the reunion. It was kind of lackluster. A lot of fighting, a lot of mean girl energy. I'm exhausted. Okay, can we get some group therapy? A real group therapist? But let me know your thoughts. Did y'all watch it? Are you looking forward to part 2 and 3? Will they get better? And do y'all want to know about Miss Mia? But if you got this far, make sure you like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.